What's up guys, I'm Chris Lake and you're watching Global Digital DJs.
You just finished the Helium Tour?
Yeah, in North America, yeah, so that was great. There's some really good shows there.
Yeah?
There's some really good shows, great turnout. It's just, you know, for me it's always nice to play records that I'm working on at the time, some of my older records. I've got so many records now. It becomes very difficult at these shows to keep all the hardcore fans happy, because, you know, I've got people coming up and saying, oh, you've got to play Carry Me Away, you've got to play Release, you've got to play Mission, you've got to play Aqualight, Sundown, and I can't physically fit all of these records into my set. There's just too many tracks. So I try to do, you know, I try to pick and choose a different record to play.
So what's the response been like on your new track Helium?
Terrible, awful,
Terrible.
awful. No, it's been really good. I'm really happy with the record. I've worked on this track for ages. A disproportionate amount of time I spent on this record. I did about maybe 15 versions.
Oh, okay.
Far too many versions. Far too many versions. To the point of I was bashing my head against the wall, just that I wanted to get the right version that I felt really comfortable with.
Yeah.
Eventually did it. I got a great guitarist in from LA, Adam Tressler. Got him in to do a session to put down some guitars, and that was only a few months ago. And then, but the vocal was written 3 years ago.
Okay.
And
wow, 3 years.
3 years ago.
Wow.
3 years ago, I'd done this backing track that sounded nothing like what the track ended up sounding like.
Okay.
And yeah, I did this backing track, and then my wife Gita and this singer Jareth, who features on the record. I think it was the first session that they'd done together, and sometimes when people come to the studio, you know, you have to break that. You have to get comfortable, you know, get acquainted with someone, get comfortable, and then get into a space where you can be creative. And you know, as two girls first meeting each other for the first time, I have no problem people walking in, and you know, I'm just like all friendly with them.
Yeah.
But I felt I'll give these girls 5 minutes to get used to each other and get chatting and talk about whatever. So I said, I'm going to pop down to the shops. I'm going to go get some water and go get some snacks for the session. I came back 5 minutes later. The record was done.
Wow.
Done. I had no involvement in the vocal at all. It was all written. And so I was listening to it. I was like, oh, this is so good. The expectation level just went of what I needed to do with the record. Not just probably mostly in my mind. I straight away had a vision of what I wanted the record to sound like. Overthought it for a little while, and then left it too long. Went to go and produce the record a few months later, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't getting it to where I wanted it to be. So I ended up taking almost 3 years to get this record right.
So what about your record label? What kind of things what qualities are you looking in new artists that you sign?
So I'm just always looking for something that is unique, that sets that artist apart from, in my opinion, from what everyone else is doing in the scene. And I think that there is a lot there's a lot of music out there that is very uninventive. It's very short-sighted and very bland in its approach, mainly because I think that there's some people that understand formulas that are present in like the current dance music, and they just try and follow it, and it ends up sounding really bland. I try to find music that is not following that kind of formula. I look for someone that's got a unique sound, so that you can listen to it and you can go, that's a TJR record, or that's a Nondescript record. I think that's really important, because I think some of the strongest artists that have been in the scene, you can listen to their records and you can identify them just by listening to the record without being told that they made it. That's what I look for. I think it's a really important thing, because if you don't have that identity, then you're lacking this what you are. You're lacking an identity. There's nothing to set you apart from the next person. So I'm looking for people that are thinking a step ahead. They're trying to do something that is different from other people. I am looking forward to releasing a lot of music. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of production, and I've just made so much different stuff. So many different genres, and I'd just like to release all of it. I'd like people to hear what goes on up here. I haven't done that quite as much over the past few years. I've been sat on records for a long time. I'd like to get a lot more of it out and let people hear it.